Ring 09. Leaving via the Stick 7, Sid. Where are you, Stick 7? Taking the Dolly transition. Activate, execute. Coming in on the 16 right ILS via the Zeppelin 3. Halen. Route Tishner. It's cute. Legs. Dolly Direct FUZ. SPS. Check out and see what that vector has us doing. Thank you, Sam, for the follow. Let's go to the plan. Step. Descent, next decel. Where are we at? Opry. Okay, so we can go ahead and get rid of that vector as well. See what that has us doing. One, two. Alright, Sissy to Marion. That should be far enough to get us into position. So route, take off. Center of gravity. Let's go ahead. Fuel balance 27.7. Hold, climb. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and put this back on map. So we'll probably have to fly manually to get back onto the magenta, or else the autopilot probably will not take. Alright, let me confirm fuel. We do have some in the center pump. 16, 17, 19. Okay, that looks about right. Let's go ahead and wrap up ground services and start this leg. Alert the ground crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Alright, one more check. Y'all dampener on. Making our way up panel. Good to go. Hydraulics are set. Cruising altitude is 36,000 today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of
What is the airport? KIH. Phase altitude 97. That's close enough. AP bleed on. Give them some air back there. Ground crew is disconnected. And let's go ahead and get our pushback set up. Ground handling.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
So today we are Delta Airlines flying the Zibo out of Dallas Fort Worth and heading up to Denver. Hopefully the Zibo mod performs today as planned.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Roger that. We're flying from 09 today. Let me double check and make sure we will be heading in the right direction. Let's see, airports. Info. So basically, we just taxi right on out to 09.
Tow connected and bypass pin and survey. Release parking brake.
Parking brake is released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alrighty, packs off. APU bleed on. And let's go ahead and get the right one fired up. We got pressure. Alrighty, so let's get this bird in the air. And 25, adding fuel. See what we got here. Get the left engine fired up.
To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the
some kick-ass tunes here.
Keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety,
Alright. And let's add some fuel.
throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member instructions. Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight. And federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying.
Alright. We got both engines up and running. Let's go ahead, set flaps to
Operation complete.
5.
Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Set to RTO. Let's get some panel lights going. It's a little dim outside today. LNAV. Trim. Let's check trim real quick. Take off. Trim is at 4.75.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Awesome, thank you. Let's go ahead and get taxi lights on. Wheel well. One more check. APU bleed off, packs back on. Okay. Disarmed. Gear to 5. Okay, brake off. Let's go ahead and get out to runway 9. APU off. There we go. It's a little glitchy these days, a little glitchy. Yaw dampener is on. And that is runway 9 right ahead of us. Let's go ahead and get auto throttle turned on. VNav armed. Alright, we'll just hold short here, do one more check throughout the cabin real quick, go through a quick checklist. Brakes on. Let's get this Yoke back on before takeoff. Air conditioning, pressure set, engine start switches up and off, landing gear. Flaps green, stabilizer trim set, takeoff briefing, cabin secure, MCP set, TARA. Let's go ahead and set this up so we can get some traffic. Thank you, John, for the like. Transponder, strobe lights. Strobe is on. Just go ahead and just put on logo. Wheel well off, and landing lights on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for takeoff. Undo. There we go. Let's get out on the runway. This is a Zibo night.
Approaching 09.
Thank you, Mike, for the like. All right, so let me see if these newly programmed buttons I set up on my Honeycomb actually work or not. So I have one set up for Toga and I have one for N1. Let's see if it actually works. Okay, 40%. And N1. So it looks like it is functioning. Rotate. Yeah, positive rate. Gear up. $400. And flaps up. 1,000, turning towards first waypoint. And flaps up again. Flaps completely up. And once we get on course, I will go ahead and get the autopilot set up. Thank you for liking the stream. Gear is up and confirmed. If I had a first officer, they would turn that off. But I don't, so I will have to do it once I engage autopilot. And when I'm back on the magenta line. We have a pretty good rate of climb too. So the Honeycomb's doing pretty good with the Zibo, I will have to say that. Alright, so it looks like we're about to intercept the planned flight route. And once I do that, I will activate said autopilot. And I will partake in a beer. Alright. There we go. So the Zibo will not activate autopilot if you have any pressure on the flight control. So you have to pretty much release everything and then hit autopilot. I Did learn that. Alright, that is back off. Off. And cross at 10,000. I will go ahead and clean up the cabin a little bit. We'll get some exterior views going on. I don't think I have too much of Texas scenery downloaded. I have 35 gigabytes on a 1 terabyte left of nothing but ortho scenery, and it's ridiculous. Alright, so we have reached landing lights off. Logo light off. Clean up. Lights are good. Flaps up. Keep that disarmed. And we are making our way out of here. Beautiful Zibo. Hopefully it works as functions. Go ahead and turn that sound down. That's awesome, Mike. I love Texas. I actually thought I was going to go there after the military. But lives change a lot. Alright.
Are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available
First
for
class.
purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat
Look at that.
pocket.
Clear beer.
Please be reminded that Delta accepts
That's
only
that green
major
screen
credit or
filter
debit cards
effect.
for onward purchases of beverages and snacks. However,
Tonight's
you can
choice
use Delta
is
Sky Miles
Bex.
First Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. You have a selection of complimentary as well as TV shows,
Yeah.
movies, and music.
I won't
You'll
answer
find
that
that
one.
this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headset.
My wife could be watching
Otherwise,
this.
if you do need a headset,
Alright, so we got good climb, good speed, and we are going to top out at 36,000 today. Got a nice cruise up to Colorado, particularly the Denver area. It'll be my first time flying a airplane and X-plane into Denver, so this should be pretty exciting. Air conditioner set, engine switches up and off. Let's go ahead and move those to continue. Landing gear up and off, auto brake off, flaps, no lights, altimeter set, and we're about to get up to 18,800 feet. I'll go ahead and set to standard. And we're good on that. Let's go ahead and close the Texas map. We are on our way to Caden. Go ahead, get ILS set up for that. ILS for, forget which runway I'm coming into. 16 Romeo is 111.90. Okay, so that is set up and ready to go in. We are transmitting and receiving. We are looking good, my friends. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up our map so I'm not looking for that later. Airport info. We are landing on the 09. Let me see where that is. The heck is 09? 26. Oh, shit. Why am I looking for 09? I'm looking for 16 right. Okay, so that one right there. I don't know why I was... Saturday night. Alright, so we got that pulled up. Arrival is the... Zeppelin 3. And let's go find our approach. 616 right. ILS or load balancers. Yeah, I'm just reading these different ones, trying to figure out what the difference is. Okay. So runway is set up. Looks like our decision height today is going to be 200. I'll go ahead and set that in there. So just cleaning up the cockpit a little bit, and then we'll get back to the views. Oh, the wonderful views. And let's go back. See what the weather's like. Wind 130, 08 knots, 10 statute miles, few clouds, 10,000, few at 16, broken at 22, 13 degrees Celsius, low of -6. Okay. Not bad. 29.85. Okay, have we used center tanks? We have used center tanks, so let's go ahead and turn them pumps off. Alright, let's go ahead and set up our VREF for approach. Let's go full flaps. I don't know what we're expecting. ILS 111.90, course of 173. Go ahead and get that set up. All right, cabin is cleaned up. Let me go ahead and get this sound turned down a little bit. I don't know what that exterior sounds like right now. 09. What a beauty. What a beauty. I think I got that livery for Delta Airlines off of the forum site. Can't remember. I should list the livery owners in my post, but whoops, my bad. Wish there was a external way to adjust the volume. I seen Captain Canada have something, some B2 tool. I was looking that up and I couldn't find anything, so if anybody knows where to find that little add-in, let me know. That way I don't have to go through the internal menu just to control the volumes and stuff, because it is kind of crazy. Delta, Delta, Delta. Speaking of Delta, I gotta finish this beer. So I always mess up the landing on the Zibo, and it's because I keep forgetting to set the altimeter down to 0 and click the second autopilot. That is my issue that I was having. I went ahead and added my 16 gigs, my extra 16 gigs of RAM back in, so hopefully nothing happens in this flight. I've come down to the decision that I may need to purchase new RAM for my machine because I discovered 2 of my fans weren't working, and I hope it didn't cook my RAM sticks. So I have a full open case right now. I will have to say, whoever designed this livery did an awesome job. Have y'all ever seen invisible Becks before? It's pretty cool. Hell is playing right now. Next. So how's everybody doing tonight? I think I've had a good day. It's getting quite late. I didn't know if I was actually going to do this. I had to finish up a couple movies before I returned them to I was going to say X-Plane. Redbox. So my main go-to is so I have a Thrustmaster T16000 series. I've had this joystick, well actually the complete system, so the joystick, the throttle, and the rudder system pedals for over 2 years now, and it does what I need it to. And the first upgrade I've ever had was the Honeycomb, and I just got that, so I'm very happy with every system that I own, and I do thorough research on everything. And for the bang for the buck, when you can buy an entire 3-part system for like less than $150, the value is there. Especially when you own, like, you know, $400, $500 Warthog sticks that I don't have one now, but just outrageously expensive. And you know what? I tested the Warthog and I had it for just a tad bit, but I ended up returning it because this system that I already have does everything that I need it to. The only plus side to having the Warthog system was it had, like, you know, a bajillion other buttons, but memorizing all them freaking buttons is like drive you crazy. Yeah, man, Honeycomb's where it's at. I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of the Eclipse because somebody else asked me that, and I posted a review video on the Honeycomb. It's linked in my page if you go through it. But you know, I show the entire setup for the Honeycomb, and I pretty much do the whole thing one-handed. Awesome system, and it's very well, I mean, it's well made. Like, it doesn't feel cheap, let me just put it that way. See how far we are from top of this, or top of climb. Okay, so we're at our climb. We go ahead and set this down to 0 before I forget, because I have heard it does glitch the Zibo sometimes if you don't reset the altitude or you forget to. Yeah, man, I wish you would have got it. I'm telling you. If you have a return policy on the one you got now, I would go ahead and just go back and make the switch. Bite the extra cost if there is any, because it's definitely worth it. They have pretty good support too, because I had a question before I actually posted the review video, and they got back to me pretty quick. So it's good when a product, you know, you got good support behind of a product. That's what frustrates me the most when it comes to buying shit off of the X-Plane store, is some of it just doesn't have the support it needs. So we have reached our altitude cruising. Yeah, I guess if you got that excuse, I'd do it too. My tax money is going towards other bills, though. Thank you for following, by the way, Mike. Appreciate it. Helps my channel grow. I'm almost to that 100 number. It's crazy. I've only been streaming for about 2 weeks, and I've almost got 100 followers. I never imagined it would move that quick. I appreciate it. That is the plan, let me tell you. The biggest thing I'm waiting for is I got a brand new YouTube account, and you have to wait 30 days before you can claim a URL. So that's why I haven't really been pushing the YouTube thing. And I don't know. My plan is to stream on both YouTube and Facebook, and then see what that does. But the problem is I've been trying these different streaming services, and I can't figure out which support, the one that will actually work for both at the same time. Like, it'll say it'll push it to both YouTube and Facebook, but half the time it doesn't want to connect to one of the services. Yeah, the liners are pretty good, man. Especially like this one's a free one. It's developed by a developer that puts this out as a freeware. It is probably the best freeware you can get. So if you have X-Plane, you need to get this. And if anybody has questions, I will post the link on how to get the Zibo in my page once I get done streaming tonight. The only downfall about the Zibo right now, it's a very intensive aircraft. So if you've got a computer that can't normally run higher, specs, that's where it might get you. Looks like so far this evening we got pretty clear skies. Check out our progress page. Appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. We are flying the Zibo up to Denver. So if you have any questions about Honeycomb, Thrustmaster, Zibo, the route, let me know. Because we're in for a good night. Depending how late it is, when we touch down in Denver, I will also probably do another flight right after this one. I haven't decided which aircraft I want to fly though. I have plenty of them. I wish I could post a poll up. That'd be pretty cool. Wonder if that's possible. Like it can, I haven't set up the chat bot or so I don't think I can do a poll right now. Denver to Salt Lake City. That sounds like an interesting flight. I don't think I've actually ever flown into Salt Lake. Huh, I might do that just to do it right after this. I've been neglecting the Zibo, so I definitely owe the Zibo some love. Alright, same to you, man. Take it easy. Good talking to you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Betterpushback's pretty good, so hope you enjoy it. I haven't noticed any bugs with it ever since I've had it, and I downloaded it months and months ago. So I don't know how often they actually update it. You're probably going to see me in like 4 or 5 months, and I'm going to have like a fucking beard down to like my tits or something. I don't know. May have to try that. Yeah, I could do a turnaround flight, I guess. So either Salt Lake or turn around into K-Tex. Huh. That is the decision right now. So you say it's pretty sketchy. I might have to check it out. It's always a challenge. I'll see how effective the alcohol makes me. Jabads, thank you. Hopefully I didn't murder that too much. I gotcha. I don't think I've ever been through there in real life. I should have a suggestion page. I wonder how I can do that. You know, I was trying to post polls on my page, but for some reason, I guess being the, you know, the main admin of my page, it won't let me post a poll. And I don't know why. Because I want to post a poll for, like, I guess destinations to fly to, and then I also want to post a poll for what airplane to fly. And it doesn't seem to ever work out. I don't know why. Did everybody see that I put up a new logo today? So I put up a new logo and banner. That's just preliminary work. It literally took me about 6 hours to figure out a logo and a banner. I can tell you one thing, my Photoshop skills are improving. Alright, so you've got me convinced. I'm going to KTEX after this. Because that does look freaking, or it does sound pretty wild. I'm about to check it out here once I can pull it up. Alright. So let's pull up KTEX real quick. Okay. So this is pretty much just like, what is that airport? Sedona. Fly into Sedona. You're basically on a cap of a hill. Like, they flattened the hill and put an airport on it. And then basically all around the hill is just a drop-off. I love flying into Sedona, but it's a small aircraft spot. Is this... This doesn't look like it. I'm looking at satellite images. It looks like not a large aircraft airport. It looks more of a general aviation airport. Because I see short takeoff. I see short takeoff aircraft and private airplanes. So does it normally... Does it service any large aircraft like a 737, or is it all general aviation? Okay, so it's got the appropriate runway length. Alright. I'm going to pull it up real quick. And, Caden. Well, I don't know how far it is. That's why I got sim brief. Let me check that out. Flights. And I would do just the approach, but I don't think the Zibo does well with just setting it up for approach, because I think it'll start it with all the systems off or not correctly set up. So let's see what this tells us, according to SimBrief. Well, I do have business jet. I can take the Coronado, what is it? The Cessna Citation, I think I have. No ILS, nice. So it's VFR only airport, so... Basically, if there's shit weather, you ain't landing. Let's see what this tells us. So this has us landing on... Yeah, so it's gonna drop us right into VFR conditions into that airport, because like you said, there's no ILS. So it's all VFR pretty much. I wanna see what the block time is. Okay, so it only takes 43 minutes from Denver to get there. That ain't bad. 43 minutes and it has us cruising at 34,000 feet. Yeah, let's take that down to maybe 28. Okay. Yeah, I might check it out. You say it's sketchy. I'll do it. Lock fuel. There may be a go around on that one. Alright, so I'm looking at the satellite images of the airport. Looks pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Well, yeah, of course, 9,000 feet altitude. I mean, for a small airplane that's not turbine powered, that could cause an issue. Alright, so I think I have my next airport. Could be interesting. Time will tell. I don't think I've done any of the airport challenges like you see on YouTube where they go and fly the big jets into the airports. Like Church of All. I haven't done that yet. I want to. I just haven't had the time. But that'll be more for a video, not. I don't know if I want to stream that because I might suck really freaking bad. Shit. I don't think I can put this up. There we go. No. God damn it. There we go. I don't even know why I have that enabled. So far, the Zibo mod has not been treating me bad lately. You didn't know it had a HUD? Yeah, if you go on the tablet, you can enable it. It's under part of the settings. You can either have just a handle there, or you can enable the captain HUD. You know, the pilots that I've talked to that fly the 737s, most of them say they don't even use it. I found that mainly the European pilots are the ones that use it the most. Really? I did not know that. Even in ILS conditions, they do not use auto land? That's crazy. That sounds like a safety incident waiting to happen. Then again, the people who fly for Southwest Airlines, 9 times out of 10, they're crazy. I love flying on that airline just because of the environment that they bring to the flight experience. Wonder if you can zoom in on the cockpit. Dude taking selfies and shit. Look at this guy. He got a real Matrix look going on him. Such beautiful textures. My God, they did a good job on this Zibo. Well, that's a pretty cool fact to know, though. I got a little more respect for him not using auto land all the time. So far, what are your favorite flight routes? Anybody got any favorite flight routes? If you're just joining the channel, we're heading up to Denver. Flying the Zibo right now. I need to make a decision for the next flight of what to fly. I think it might be the Zibo again. Jose, thanks for following, my man. Welcome to the channel. So far, the past 2 nights, I've had a pretty good turnout. I'm not even gonna lie. Last night was Barcelona to England and then Frankfurt to Barcelona. So John, I was telling my wife about you today, man. About how close you were. Small world, isn't it, buddy? All right, I'll be right back. So where are we flying tonight? If you're here, I know you're probably flying. Gotcha. So is Vulkan the new beta? I haven't tried beta in a long time. Is that what's currently on beta right now, the Vulkan update? Well, that sucks. Because people keep talking like it's in the beta, but that's why I was trying to look up some stuff. Man, I really do hope they release that shit pretty soon. I'm tired of like hearing about it. They've been talking about, everybody thought it was going to come out right after Christmas, and it didn't come out, and it's just like, alright guys, what are you waiting for? Everybody's waiting for it. It's not known as a secret anymore. No shit, you'd say you want to test your performance so that way you could sway people to stay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna still use X-Plane. The only thing that's gonna change between X-Plane and Microsoft when that does come out, I'm deleting all of my scenery because it takes up literally like 2 gigs, or not 2 gigs, but almost 2 terabytes of information on my machine right now. On SSDs, that ain't cheap. Currently turning a blind eye to my one SSD right now because it says it's only got 35 gigs left and it's in the red pretty much, And it's just like, ugh, man, RAM or another SSD. You know, honestly, if I was a tester of Microsoft Flight Simulator, honestly, it seems like they're taking pilots, like in real life pilots, is like their main go-to testers. So I guess if you want to get in their, you know, their next upcoming things, lie on your application and say you're a pilot. I think I got enough armchair pilot time. I don't know, shit, maybe I could pass it off. Screenshotting, that's why I keep going around. Angel, thank you for following. So for my viewers, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for following and joining. We're having a good night. I hear you. So if you just joined and we're flying the Zibo, look at how awesome this plane looks. To be free makes it even more sweeter. I don't think you could have asked for a better module. The attention, the love, and the dedication that goes into this thing. Hats off to the developers. I wasn't flying it there for a second just because it was having so many issues, but seems like they figured it back out. push that in. So you got a decent amount of experience, it looks like. I wish I had somebody in my family that flew, but unfortunately I do not. I was going to be the first one. I probably still will be the first one, but kid takes precedence. Don't know why they have that set there. What do you mean a dome on top for comms? Everything's the same pretty much. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you haven't updated in a while, I mean, they could have put out something that, you know, maybe I'm not tracking, I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, if you go in the Avitab, it may not be in there. Like you said, if you're on an older version, it's under display and variants, and then Satcom, none, front, rear, or both. So, if you don't have this a newer version, or if you do, it's under the display and variants. So, that's where I get mine from. That'd be pretty cool, man. Yeah, so like I said, it's in the tab. If you don't have a newer version, I don't know when they added it, but it's in there under visuals. Man, look at this G, man. Shit, he is fly as hell. Looks like they're still wearing the same rank, though, so nice try. They're both captains. I don't see any passengers in there. Kind of looks like it with the seats, though. See, that's behind the wing. Where's my in front of the wing shot? I had one of those. Yep. Sometimes you just got to sit there and explore the tablet. I found a whole shitload of stuff that this plane does just through the tablet alone. extend outer view. Flight track still looks good. Just going through a quick check through. So I haven't been in the cabin in a minute. That's what I need to do. I need altitude, pressurization for our descent. Let's go ahead and look. See what the Avitab has for us. Alright. 1.6 right. Let's see what the elevation is. 53.19. So we are up there. That is good and set. That is the route in. Let's go ahead and twist that up. So I think the night settings on these routes look cool as shit. I wish I had black paper and then I had a printer that could print out white on, you know, for a night setting. That'd be cool as shit. Let's keep the instrumentals going. I don't really... Man, the level of detail, I just can't get over what free will get you. Check and make sure that I have my stuff set up straight. There we go. I've watched some of them landing videos in the X-Plane forum and they crack me up. Especially like all the people that get pissed off with them, but the people who are running the X-Enviro and the Zibo, holy shit. If only I could get X-Enviro to run correctly, I would actually use it. It's like I was getting in an argument with someone today about X-Enviro and how, you know, they were posting screenshots of, you know, what it looked like with X-Enviro. And I'm like, that's fine and dandy, okay? It's a screenshot, though. It doesn't, you know, speak to the performance of it. Man. It sucks because it's a waste of money. I'm not saying it doesn't have potential, but it's not there just yet. I've pretty got it. Let's see. Sam. That seems to work all well. Actually, I haven't really used that. Fly with Lua, Traffic Global. So until I replace my RAM, I think I will not be using Traffic Global and streaming. I will use it with other, you know, non-streaming flights, but as of right now, the ground handling tool is freaking awesome. Yeah, man. Just if you're going to stick to X-Plane, just prepare for a shitload of space that you'll need for scenery downloads if that's what you're really going for. If you want to go for like max realism, because those ortho tiles, they take a shitload of space. That's why I had to stop my process last night downloading, because I was like, oh shit, I only have 35 gigs left on my, you know, my ortho whatever. I would do more European flights, but the problem is I don't have the ortho tiles and I'm out of space already on a 1 terabyte. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, that's what I'm most excited for when Microsoft comes out, is I don't need extra scenery. It's using like Bing Maps or something to pretty much show everything. The only issue is I don't know how hardware intensive it is. So hopefully my setup can still run it. Alright, so we're not too much farther from top of descent. Correct. We just do not know. And all these damn NDAs is just like, holy shit. Give us some information. But the 14th, 1 week from today, I believe, is going to be like a big announcement or some shit. So we're almost at the top of descent into the Denver area. Let's hope we have a good landing. Man, I've had a blast this weekend flying. It's been a good weekend. I'm not even going to lie. Hell yeah, man. I wish I could watch you fly in. Do you have that add-on scenery, or are you using the stock one? I got you. Yeah, I was wondering how much, how good that scenery is for, what is that, Orb X for whatever? Recently, I've just been sticking to the free stuff, whatever, Ortho can get. I can see the mountains. I know we're getting close. "65 miles and we'll be at top of my descent." If you're watching right now, make sure you go ahead and smash that follow button. God, it seems like I pretty much fly almost every day of the night, or every night of the week. Wonder what type of frame rates I'm pulling right now. Guess it ain't gonna show me. Maybe on the map. Getting close. You know, I've never been to Colorado. That's one state I do want to go to. I have friends that are still stationed there, and it's just like, damn. I wish I would have got that duty station while I was in. I had fun in Texas, though. Missouri sucked. Texas was probably the only East or United States base that I liked. Germany was where it was at. I will have to say, I had some of the best times of my life stationed in Germany for that 3 years that I did there. I don't know why Adora is programmed. So I downloaded these views off of the forum and I put them in my settings, and whoever set up the views, you should have did different ones. That's all I gotta say. Like we are slowing down a little bit. Let's see. Still got 30 nautical miles before our descent, so we're still doing pretty good. Why it keeps doing that. Am I on an exit aisle? Yeah, I am. Okay. I don't know why you would program a view for an exit aisle, but especially when you have the risk of opening it. "15 miles, and then we reach descent." This has been a pretty relaxed flight. Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know. I'm not investing in scenery. No scenery. I'm sorry. I've got to be persuaded more to you know, keep my money in X-Plane. That's why I'm patiently awaiting to see what happens in the next couple months. I wish they would just go ahead and release that update like we were talking about earlier. Welcome everybody. We're about to do our descent down into Denver. Should be an interesting arrival. Speaking of an arrival, I can see we have started ours. Started our stars. Legs. That magical type of descent. I'll tell you what, it's beautiful. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are descending into Denver. Go ahead. There we go. Let them know. Here, the engine's spooling back. I thought I heard a FMC message, but guess not. Let's go ahead and turn off that bottom display. Check our descent quick checklist. Pressurization, anti-ice, approach brief and fuel discuss, ILS and alt bug set. Let me go ahead and check weather one more time. Refresh that thing. 2984. Let's go ahead and set that. 2984. So 1.01 down. Holy shit, we got some epic music going on right now. No. So if you're wondering about the music, this is not me. I've got a online service that I am listening through that is royalty free, and I don't have any conflicts where they block my videos. Hell yeah, let's do it, man. Let's compare. I just wish you were recording so that way I'm not the only one looking like a fool. Oh shit, that's called the Captain Six Pack? That's awesome. I need to start calling my 6-packs of beers that. Yeah, if you want to record, it's I think it's control space bar, and then it'll record for the amount of time that you want into the output folder of your X-Plane folder. And if you want to take a screenshot, it's shift in space bar, so that's what I always use. And like I said, the recording is control space bar. Then you can record your whatever approach, landing, whatever you want. I used to do it, but then I was like, eh, whatever. Now I stream and it records everything, so. Check out this FMC. Make sure it's not screaming at me. Drag required. You got it. So one sec. I want to set my spoilers. Apologize for pausing the video for a second. I want to actually do a configuration change. So my joystick, no, I want my throttle control. I want this set as speed brakes. Let's see what that does. There we go. So speed brakes are up. So we can maintain some necessary speed. So it needs those to go down, apparently. Our required speed is 250. And this is where it gets funny for me. I'm not particularly the best when it comes to landing the Zibo. Wow, this is some epic music. Actually, let me pause that. Here we go. Fitting the song for a good landing into Denver. Yeah, yaw damper is on. That is one of my pre-taxi checks. Almost down to 250. We're on a pretty steep dive angle. Not too terrible, but alright, so we're reaching 18,000. Let me go ahead and set the altimeter to the appropriate one. It is set and checked. Alright, so we are almost to Denver. Let's check out that display. Top of descent, 17,000. That was a pretty quick drop, I will have to say. Gotta love this stock scenery though. Really knows how to ruin the essence of X-Plane. There we go. At least we can cover it up some. That's that cloud cover it was talking about on the METAR. Looks like we leveled out some. Let me go ahead and I'll wait for the FMC to scream at me again. So we reach another top of descent. We got some speed bled off. I think we're pretty good to go as of right now. Turn up those sounds. I like hearing the the engine sounds when it comes to landing. Do that. I think that's probably good enough. So we're almost done with our approach. Let's take a look at it right here. See our next waypoint, we need to be at 13,000. And we are hauling ass there. So 250. IDXU. I can't tell if that's the correct ILS, but we'll know when we face the runway. Let's go ahead and double check VREF. VREF is set. Actually, it needs to be adjusted. It is adjusted. Gross weight. And it looks like we are wind correction plus 5 knots. So we're still good. Drag required, you got it. Go ahead and rein in this distance. I think this music is fitting coming into Denver. Coming into what's that, Peytonville? Guess you Bronco fans will understand that. Didn't he play for them? I don't know. One point in time. Music source is called epidemicsound.com. You get a 30-day free trial of royalty-free music. That's what I'm playing right now. It looks like there is the Denver airport. We will be landing on that one right there. So we got Denver on the port side. Let's go ahead, set landing lights. Runway, taxi. We'll turn on logo and wheel well. Turn on waypoint information. No. Data. There we go. And first stage of flaps. Yeah, I normally do real world. I like to give it a little bit of realism. That way I know what I'm getting myself into. Clear? Alright. That's what you want. That's what I'll do. Alright, real world it is. Let's go next stage of flaps. That'll put us at 10. Let's turn on approach. So I'm not quite sure what just happened. But it seems like approach just took over. I'll go ahead and set up gear down. Speed. When we turn final, go gear 10. Coming into Denver. Turn down a little bit. So it says single channel. I'm guessing it only captured one autopilot source. That's what I can gather from reading that information. And I didn't think it was going to capture like that either. Let's go ahead and brakes, 2, 3. Yeah, freak's set, so it's on final. I just never had it. I hit the approach button. I was still on the LNAV and VNAV, and it definitely, I guess when it captured that source, it straight veered it from the planned route. I've never had it do that before, so that's a new one on me. I'm always learning something new about this. Let's go ahead and
2500.
Rev 2. Check our performance. 142. Flaps 40. We are on final to Denver. There we go. It looks a little shaky coming in too. And we're leveling out just nicely. Yeah, I don't know. It's not asking for drag, so. She coming in heavy, buddy.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Approaching 16 right.
Let's go ahead and add a little bit of gust factor to that. That way we're not coming in so deep. There we go. Maybe I wasn't adding the gust factor into the speed.
Too high.
Alright. Disable.
Unstable. Unstable.
400. 300 minimums. 200 minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
So we had a little slamming down. I'm not saying it's the most butter approach, but it worked. Welcome to Denver, folks. Let's go ahead and turn that off.
Caution. On taxiway. On taxiway.
Thank you, I know. It's crazy how that works. Alright, so let's check out that landing there. I believe when I equated the approach speed, I didn't add the +5 for a possible gust factor. So that may be why the autopilot was trying to overcorrect for I can't think of what I'm trying to say right now. Okay. Let's see how this is. Slamming it down like Ryanair. Maybe too much flaps. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little too much on the flap side, and that's probably why that happened. So next time I'll go flaps 30. Let's see what passenger saw. That might be interesting. Nah, I don't think it was a tail strike. Man, look at you calling me out. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, I don't think it was a tail strike. No, it was close, but I'm still within regs. Yep, definitely no tail strike, so I'm good on that fact. It was close. Can we get it? Let's go for a replay. Can we get the NFL refs on this? And we have no touching of the tail. You have been blocked, my friend. Yeah, let's try this one. Here we go. So a little too early on the throttle and maybe too much flap. But overall, it's stuck to the center line like shit on a stick. Alright, let me get up to the gate and then I'll reconfigure the airplane to head out back to Texas. Don't know where exactly I'm at on this airport. Okay. Look at terminals to the right and the left. I don't see no damn terminals over there. K-Tex, that's what I mean. I saw K-Tex and I thought it was Texas. I gotta let these frightened passengers off. This man calling me out for a tail strike. No tail strike today, my friend. Welcome to Ryanair. You may not get your luggage back even though it was loaded. I've never been into Denver. This looks like a giant ass airport. Alright, landing lights off. Runway turn it off. Taxi on. go ahead and get the APU started.
Approaching 3, 4, right.
Yeah, there's no traffic, so I don't care. And I need to do a quick pit stop and then be back on our way. Also got to re-download my sim brief real quick. So thank you all. Thanks for watching that butter landing of mine. It was pretty fun. Saturday night, my friends. Saturday night. What else do I have to do? It's called this. I tell you what, you can tell who your friends are when you have a kid, because who you thought your friends were, they're non-existent afterwards. All right, let's go ahead, park it here. Park and brake up. Let's see. Let's get the APU going. Yes, we are off engine buses. Engine's coming down. All right, let's get out of this. Shit, turned it off. Turn back on the packs so they don't smother back there. See, ASU connect. We can do it. All right, folks. We are in. Why isn't this working? So that's weird. I may have to start this. I may have to restart this because it is not letting me go to any other views. So Zibo, if you're watching, I just pulled up to the gate, turned on APU, engines are back off, and I cannot get to any other views. It is completely blocked, so I will have to restart this. Alright. That is kind of a pain in the ass. Where am I? No. I'm at KDen. I think that was about right there. Let me confirm. Serial power. Oh shit. Man, my views have pretty much stopped working. Nothing's happening. Alright, well, that sucks. Hey, so I'm going to stop this stream here. I'm going to restart X-Plane. And then, get back into the Zibo and I'll repost the stream. So, thanks for following and look for my next stream in just a couple minutes.